Hello YouTube. I just wanted to make another video from don'tspeaknews.com. My favorite website is don'tspeaknews.com by John Storm. So yeah, go check it out. But anyways, right into the article. I'm getting right into the article as soon as I adjust my mic. Okay, there we go. Medical experts warn Trump is mentally unfit, urgent removal from office, White House contemplating nuclear war, make nuclear weapons great again, so they can keep them in office, cancel the elections. So they're willing to fuck everything up by intentionally starting a nuclear war just to keep him in office. Great. Real rich. Using a weapon of mass destruction just so you can stay in office and cancel the elections. Real rich. So that's real rich, but I digress. Here's the next part of the article. By Professor Chodorowski and Felicie Audebernot at Global Research, rehoised with permission. 36 medical experts believe President Trump is mentally unfit, have expounded a letter outlining their concerns, which have been submitted to the congressional record. Wait, okay, there we go. Statement from medical professionals, Mr. White House and Mr. President. I ask unanimously, it's a hard word, unanimously, I ask unanimously consent to have printed in the record the following statement from medical professionals and their names into the record on behalf of myself and Senator Reid. There is no objection, they said. The material was ordered to be printed in the record as follows. Medical concerns about President Donald J. Trump and his fitness for office. Okay, there's a link. The following is not a political statement. It is a medical one. The 36 neurologists, psychiatrists, and other mental health professionals said in the letter that they had seen objectively observable signs of medical concerns in Trump, including the deterioration of cognitive function, grandiose and delusional beliefs, and severely impaired judgment and impulse control. Jesus Christ, help us now. But anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much how you know it's going down, basically, your mental health. If you have grandiose ideas or delusions, you're going downhill. You need medical help, but he's too far gone, I believe. He's too far gone. Back to the article. The letter concludes, it is our expert opinion that Donald J. Trump is mentally unfit to be the President of the United States, and that steps to remove him from office must be undertaken with the greatest urgency, with vital responsibilities on the shoulders of those in positions of leadership. No one in the group examined Trump's face to face. The letter said, nor is he a patient of anyone in the group. But the letter said that the group has closely followed his behavior and his statements over the past year. Oregon Live. The medical professional report, President Trump presents a clear and present danger to our country and to the world. The letter cited significant loss of self-control and escalating violence that threaten national and global stability. Antichrist. Trump is the Wait, I muted myself. Sorry. As I was saying, I'm going to reread that, but as I was saying, Trump is the Antichrist in my belief. In my Christian belief, I believe Antichrist equals Donald J. Trump. Trump is the literal Antichrist of the Bible. But let me reread that. Let me reread that for a second. No one in the group examined Trump face to face, the letter said, nor is he a patient of anyone in the group, but the letter said the group has closely followed his behavior and his statements over the past year. The medical professionals report, President Trump presents a clear and present danger to our country and the world. The letter cited significant loss of self-control and escalating violence that threatens national and global stability. Antichrist. Trump and the whole regime is an Antichrist. Figures. But Trump is the big Antichrist. But I digress. I'll do another video on that later. As Commander-in-Chief, as Commander-in-Chief of our military, more than 5,000 nuclear warheads in intercontinental ballistic missile silos on submarines and in bombers around the world are ready to launch solely upon the President's order. The letter said, and no one has the authority to countermand his order. Jesus Christ. If that goes wrong, we are fucked. Like, excuse my language, we are fucked if that goes wrong. I just want to say how bad that is. How mentally screwed Trump is. He has grandiose ideas and delusions. Oh, I'm so important because I'm the president. I serve myself. Oh, I'm so important. I am God myself. Pride. You know what led Satan to his fall? Pride. Pride and grandiose ideas. Grandiose ideas / delusions and pride is what led Satan to his fall. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Rhode Island Senators Sheldon Whitehouse and Jack Reed, both Democrats, submitted their letter into the Congressional Record Oregon Live. High-level White House discussions on nuclear war. This timely report of Trump's mental health coincides with the conduct of the White House discussions, which are explicitly contemplating the use of nuclear weapons against Iran. Again, Jesus Christ help us. That's my quote. Jesus Christ help us all. Lord. It appears the U.S. wants to escalate its military actions in the conflict with Iran. According to recent claims by a former U.S. Congresswoman, President Donald J. Trump does not rule out the use of nuclear weapons. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a former Trump supporter who recently resigned from her congressional post, claims to have sources familiar with the matter within the highest ranks of Washington. Her informants reportedly told her that the possibility of nuclear strikes on Iran have been debated in recent strategic meetings, despite Trump constantly declaring victory over Tehran. Lucas Lazar's global research emphasis added. Are they meeting in the Oval Office under the helm of Make Nuclear Weapons Great Again? MNWGA? Of relevance of another group of specialists at the Pentagon, they are discussing the use of nuclear weapons under the helm of Pete Hegseth, who believes that nuclear war is an avenue towards world peace. Now that is Antichrist thinking. That is literal Antichrist thinking. Who can make war with the beast? Who can make war with the beast? We are at a dangerous crossroads. In the post-Cold War era, the threat of nuclear weapons war is on the table. See historic interview of Felicia Otterbonaut with Nobel Peace Prize Labrocate. I don't know how you say his name. Dr. Bernard Lone, concerning the Armageddon in the U.S. State Department. Felicia, or however you say his name, Armageddonists in the U.S. State Department. Would the U.S. administration really endanger the entire planet? Question mark. I would say yes. By Felicia Otterbonaut. Here is a story told to me by Dr. Bernard Lone, one of the co-founders of International Physicians for the Prevention of Nuclear War, IPPNW, during the Reagan era. I met Bernard Lone in Paris. We sat dappled in the dazzling sun, or dappered spring sun, at a pavement breakfast cafe, fresh squeezed orange coffee croissants. I came back 2 days ago and went to talk at the State Department of the concerns in Moscow afterwards. A senior official, a household name, he declined to divulge and walked me to the exit. As we neared the exit, he put his arms around my shoulder. Don't worry, Professor Lone. If there's a nuclear war, we will be the first ones to rise up and meet Jesus in the sky. Holy fuck, that's dark. Wow. Holy fucking shit, that's dark. But anyways, Lone used to the vagaries of the unwell responded, tell me, does anyone else in this building, State Department, feel as you do? Oh yes, many of us do. Emphasis added. The swath of household names from Reagan era are now in the Bush administration and the American Enterprise Institute. The Armageddonists are back. Should above statement by Bernard Lone be taken seriously? Commander accused of framing Iran war as biblical mandate, aka Jesus' return. Well, that's where I'm gonna end it on this video. But I am going to do a part 2 right after this. I need to change my camera's battery. So, see you later. Bye.